6. So I have to go back and do math. We're convinced of that can contribute to this, well-being and feeling good in school as a prerequisite of being able to study, and when people thrive, performance will follow.
Then 2 classes in the room of ours, so it doesn't get too loud. And when we finish the task, we go to our teachers and show them how it was for us. At the end of
So, like in their whole schedule for the week, they have 4-hour lessons, and they come to this room or they stay in the classroom, and they get, like in those subjects, they get just tasks and instructions that they're supposed to do during the week. The subject and the task doesn't matter. They can do anything, anytime during those 4 lessons. So that's where we try to train them this self-responsibility. Reflect upon not only the content, the yellow sheets. Here it says Lösungen, that's like the solution, so they can check, whether they got their content right. But the self-reflection, it focuses on how they work, how do they get along with the workload, how do they progress. So that's very important to us in order to establish the self-responsibility that they will need later on, and that's why it is so important. And we strongly believe this learning environment that we have created and we are still developing helps to exactly achieve that.
To begin the morning in a motivated way. The words in German are the same, so it means motiviert am Morgen. And we changed, actually that is something that we would not be allowed to do within the state rules, because it says every lesson has 45 minutes, and we have to stick to that. But what we do is we take 15 minutes of our first morning lesson, and the kids can choose what they want to do. So they can, what she said, they can watch shows, which means they can watch the children's news, they can do meditation, they can do sports. So it's something they choose from, what feels good for them, or they can choose to go and repeat English vocabulary, and only after that the first lesson starts. So that is something that we invented and that we established here in our school, which they really like a lot, the kids, and we like it too. And the other thing that one girl mentioned was we have happiness lesson. Mm-hmm. Maybe you remember her saying that. What is happiness lesson? That is not something that we have in the German or Bavarian curriculum. But we thought it's also important to know yourself, not only know your learning and you know the way you learn best, and be able to reflect on your learning, because that's something you take with you. It's also the idea of lifelong learning that we want to build a basis here for. But it's also reflect upon what am I, where are my strengths, where are my weaknesses, and so forth. So we Nadine actually, who is the English teacher of these girls, she is also our happiness teacher. She has a had a special training on that, and we have like a mini curriculum. And because we established this Momo in the morning, we actually have 15 minutes, and this is our happiness hour in some weeks. So this is the happiness lesson in grade 6 and 7. We have that on a weekly basis, and they have little exercises and possibilities to reflect on who they are and why they are the way they are, and how to interact with others, and how to lead a happy life, maybe, if you want to put it on a really, in a big picture. Like they sit in a circle, for example, and give each other's compliments, for example, just to have the feeling of everybody has something special about him or her, and or they there's one little exercise where they all write good wishes on a piece of paper, so little things like that, and put it all in a box, and afterwards they all just put one different kind of wish or and then they take it home with them, things like that. Yeah, and the older they get, of course, it goes deeper. How to use the devices, not for school, but for Snapchat and taking photographs of their teachers and stuff like that, which is obviously forbidden. So there also we want to be a little bit more strict. So we will not start in grade 8. We started also that they don't need any exercise books to write into with their hand and with a real pen. And now we will delay that. And so we can have really, really very outgoing girls, really very shy girls. We have 1 or 2 mutists. Is that the girls that don't talk at all? They could talk. They talk to friends, but they don't talk to.
That's it.
And even they, you know, it's sort of a safe space, and girls are more capable if they are among each other to keep this safe space. So there has to be, in my opinion, the form of girls' schools. Right? Auf Wiedersehen.
Ciao,
Study the city of Lisbon and think about ways how Lisbon can improve in terms of becoming environmentally friendly. It's a new way of teaching, maybe of not teaching. I hate the word teacher, by the way. So I don't use it anymore. It's like we learn together. I'm part of it. And this mindset, that's what we are trying to build, this growth mindset, as I put it up here also. Especially older teachers, they're just stuck in this, you know, I'm a lecturer, that's why I became.
Und? Bereit für unsere Reise nach Reykjavik? Warte, ich komme gleich wieder. Ich hole nur ganz kurz meine Jacke. Man weiß ja nie, wie das Wetter in Island sein wird.
Versus 2050. This presentation is about Klimawandel, climate change, Naturgefahren, natural hazards, ländliche, sag du das? Nein. And about rural areas and the future of the smart city. Here the basics is very much climate change.
Tidal waves. The volcanoes in Iceland are very active. During the eruption of the volcanoes Laki in 1783 and 1784, so large amounts of sulfur dioxide were released and spread across Europe.
3% comes from geothermal energy, which uses the heat of the earth, and 27% from hydropower.
Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Is that at night? Is that a